Right, back to podcast editing. Now I just need to grab the link and share it with everybody. As soon as YouTube stops being stupid. Alright. This is dumb. I'm a little more lively than I was on the last stream. So, move the camera for a second. Move it over to this side. For right now. Alright, I'll move it back now. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in Battle Royale's Discord as well. And because why not, I'll share it with someone on Facebook Messenger as well. I'm going to take the camera and put it over here, see how that works. That light's a problem. There we go. That'll work. Hang on. There we go. Let's take these off. Alright, let's get some editing done. Shall we? If anyone's in the chat, feel free to say hi. In case someone is here, don't know if anyone is, but in case someone is, I'm currently looking for Mario soundtracks to use for Mario vs. Luigi, the DBX that came out. So if anyone knows any good tracks that are decently long, feel free to put them in. I've already got Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart 8 and the Airship Fortress from Mario Kart 7. And someone on Discord, I know there's someone on Discord who does not have a YouTube channel, but might be watching. If you know who you are, say hi on Discord. Well, I said that wrong. You know who you are, say hi on Discord, because I know you can't say it here. Unless you do have a YouTube channel, in which case say hi on YouTube. I could just be talking to myself right now. I don't even know if anyone's here. I put the link on the Death Battle Wiki. I put it on both my own and Battle Royale's Discord server, and I put it on someone's Facebook Messenger. Someone has to be joining at some point. 7.5 minutes in, and I don't know if anyone is even here. Alright. Now let's put the soundtrack in. Still don't know if anyone's here. And just so I can pay attention to the chat, you can tell this is a professional stream. That won't hold. I don't know why it did that. Alright, there we go. Hey, and you can see my iPad too. So now I know someone's in this little corner over here. You want to shut up yet? Nope? Okay. 10 minutes, no one's here. Awesome. This is the greatest stream I've ever done. Ooh, I could put in one more track. I know what to do. I'm making the soundtrack for Mario vs. Luigi entirely Mario Kart soundtrack. Because why not? Mario Kart's a great game, right? Why is no one here? Come on. I've been doing this for 12.5 minutes and no one shows up. Even my most unsuccessful stream ever has still had someone show up at this point. Now before I put in that soundtrack, let's see what's going on. Let me check Discord, see what's happening. Oh, Z-Dog will be here. Wow, alright. No one on the Battle Royale Discord cares. Hopefully Z-Dog can lighten up the stream. It is 9 o'clock. We are almost 15 minutes in. iMovie keeps crashing. And oh yeah, here's a plastic sword. Because why not? Also, Megatron is here. Because, again, reasons. And Optimus is here. And iMovie keeps crashing. Why does iMovie keep crashing? Also, the Sharpie, I suppose. I'm just trying to do something to keep myself entertained. This is getting boring for me. There we go. This Brobuscast editing stream is brought to you by High Polymer Erasers. Buy one. They're actually really cool. This stream is actually in no way sponsored by anything, because no one really wants to do that. And I do not blame them. And booyah, the soundtrack is in. Now we just split that. And put in text, what is the soundtrack, you may ask? Well, you'll find out when this podcast is uploaded, whenever that will be. I want to get this podcast done and uploaded so I can free some space and do a prediction video that I've been wanting to do. 2, actually. I don't know why I keep talking. No one's here. Alright, that's the Mario vs. Luigi section out of the way. Now moving on to Gohan vs. Superboy. Now there's an obvious soundtrack that gets used with this, because Ray is freaking amazing. I should this should be my new face cam placement instead of right in front of my iPad. See if you guys like that. I have a better Google search to do. There it is, Legacy Champs. Alright, while that downloads, which will take like 10 seconds, let's spend those 10 seconds and more asking where Z-Dog is. Where are you, man? Need you to liven up this joint, as Lobo would say. I love Lobo. He's amazing. Oh, that's the only thing I don't like about this iPad. It's so freaking slow. crap. Battery's at 10%. Give me a second. Marker just fell. Oh. Dark Beat 57, movie 2017. Finally, you show up. Or someone shows up. Why did I say you? You're not who I'm expecting. But, okay. I am charging, right? Alright, yeah, I'm good. I'm there. I know what you mean, though. Don't know what that means, and if you're here, then say something. I can't tell who's here and who's not. I can only tell by chats. And 20 minutes have passed, and no one has said anything. So you guys have been here this whole time, while listening to me beg you for a conversation. You guys are a bunch of jerks. I'm sorry if that makes them. I'm sorry if I offended you and it makes you leave. Please don't. The podcast editing is almost done, so. Oh no, you're affecting me now. Alright, what can I get rid of in my video album that is not related to the podcast? Okay. Let's get that noise out of here. What's this? Don't need that for this one. Don't need that sound effect for this podcast. That's my intro. I need that. That's my third on intro. I need that. Need that. Need that. Hi, Z-Dog. I do need that. Need it. Do you need that? Okay. I've gotten rid of everything I can. Wow, there were still videos in here. What a shock. We try this again, please. What part are you editing? I'm doing the Gohan vs. Superboy section. The problem is my iPad ran out of space, so I cannot seem to download a track I'm going to be using. what I should have done is just use one track for each section. Except the Lucario Renamon one. Because that one took too much editing. Don't feel like going back and doing that all over again. Work, doggone it. Again, this iPad is really freaking slow. If I can't export this by the end of the editing process, then I'm going to go back and why are you so slow? What do you think about the next step at all? You'll find out in this video that I'm editing right now, so won't tell you. You're free to ask me questions, just not about this specific podcast, or just like questions in general. Insert you're too slow meme here. Don't do that. I would really rather you not do that. I don't like memes. Memes are annoying. You're fine. One thing I could do is just export this now, make this a Q&A, and get rid of what I've already used. Can I do that? Nope. Okay. Well, if that's the case, guess what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to go back and make it just one track for each segment. Oh well, I tried. I tried making it a bunch of tracks for each segment. I'm still keeping the ones for the Lucario versus Renamon track. I was trying to download the original OST from Gohan vs. Superboy. I have a workaround. So, and I already did download it, so all I need to do now is just go back and make sure that I only use one soundtrack for each segment that we talk about, or else I will never be able to export this thing. Actually, how about we cut it off right here? That's an okay idea, but I don't think it would work out. That is a good test for next time, but I won't do it this time in case it doesn't work, and since I'm editing this live, that would be embarrassing. What if Carnage from Spider-Man, Walton Death Battle? I think you mean wasn't in Death Battle. I would be down for that. Carnage is freaking amazing. Um, Also, someone on Discord just said same, and I have no idea what he's talking about. So after you're done editing, will it be good to go on YouTube? Yeah, it will, but it'll take forever to upload. Okay. Just making sure I have the right track because I have two OC remix tracks in here and I don't want to mistake the two. Actually, one thing I could do is for the Metal Sonic vs. Zero one, I could just stick with What I'm Made Of from Sonic Heroes rather than the track used. So do you like every other modern Disney movie besides Frozen? No, there are quite a few of them that are really bad. What do you think of Ironhide versus War Machine? Both characters are freaking amazing. Both characters deserve to be in Death Battle. Not against each other. There's Zero's theme. Yeah, but since I used... I mean, I guess this is kind of unfair reasoning since I did both of those tracks. But, I used Zero's... I used both those themes in the last podcast when we talked about Metal vs. Zero. I'm either going to use the OC remix or What I'm Made Of. So, you guys in the chat, and whoever's watching on Discord that can't join us on YouTube, would you rather listen to What I'm Made Of or the music used in Metal vs. Zero? Also, Zedog, I saw your question of who should Ironhide or War Machine fight. I've been trying to find an opponent for Ironhide, and couldn't find one. Cyborg person. Well, there you go. I think War Machine would be a good opponent for Cyborg. Oh, I also have Metal's rival battle theme from Sonic Generations. I forgot about that. And X vs. Zero from Mega Man X5. Those are going out because whatever. Alright, I got one for What I'm Made Of. Yes, person on Discord whose name I won't say. I would like a conversation in here on Discord since you can't be with us. So we're going with what I'm made of, apparently, because no one wants to detest wants to detest it. So we'll do that. Plus, it's freaking amazing. I love what I'm made of. It's been one of my it's probably it's up there as my favorite Sonic track, if it's not my absolute favorite. Wish I downloaded the extended version. I'm not going to because I'm lazy, but who do you think's going to win, Sonic or My Little Pony? What? What are you talking about? If you're talking just in general, or are you talking about a specific versus show that I'm not familiar with? Also, Sonic versus My Little Pony. Like, is it Sonic versus Rainbow Dash or whatever? Because if that's the case, then I'm saying Sonic. Having researched the guy and my knowledge of Street Fighter should have gotten a different opponent other than Season 4. Okay. We kind of talked about this on the Q&A live stream, the one that was actually successful. But since you probably weren't there for that conversation, I can say it now. Here, I'm going to take these off because I don't need to hear anything right now. Harry should have fought Percy. Harry Potter versus Percy Jackson should have happened. Carolina should have fought Pyrrha. Yang should have fought Tex. Wolverine should have fought Big B Wolf. You heard of Versus Verdict? Yes, I have heard of that. I saw a few episodes. It's okay. Here, I'm gonna give you guys a taste of what iMovie's about, just to show you how convoluted this is. It's not really that convoluted, but just to give you an idea. Also, you get a look at Metal Sonic's demonic face. There you go. That's my screen. There we go. Which Optimus Prime is better, The Dark of the Moon or Age of Extinction? Are you talking about in terms of design? Because they're both the same character. If you're talking design, then Dark of the Moon, easily. Because of what you just said, I'm pretty sure that's what you meant. Alright, well, since I'm editing for Gohan vs. Superboy, let me know what you guys think about that fight. Who should each of the Transformers fight if all of them were to get in DB? The problem with that is that there's so many of them, and and the vast majority of them don't fit. The three I can think of that need to get into into the show no matter what are Optimus, Megatron, and Unicron. And Unicron's already been confirmed, so yeah. Although I think Ironhide and Bumblebee, I mean Starscream was in the show, but I don't want to talk about that episode. I don't like that episode. And you'd be surprised how many people would agree with me on that. And no, before you start typing, it's not because I think Starscream should have won, or because I hate My Little Pony, even though I do. You thought it was okay? Yeah, well, opinions are opinions. It's not the worst fight I've ever seen. Like, it's watchable compared to some of the worst fights I've seen. But it's not good. I don't think it's good. And I have no desire to watch it ever again. I've been trying to find an opponent. Anyway, as I was saying before, I've been trying my absolute hardest to find an opponent for Optimus, but that's really only because I want to find an opponent for Optimus where I'm absolutely sure he wins, because I don't want to see him die, because he's my favorite character of all time. Megatron, I've always wanted to see him fight Frieza. Please don't hate me. And Unicron is 100% fighting Galactus. So, although Ironhide and Bumblebee and maybe Ratchet, could work to find an opponent. We could work on finding an opponent for them. Which is the better Autobots from the movie, Ironhide or Bumblebee? Personally, I prefer Ironhide. That's a bit of an unpopular opinion, but that's just mine. Hang on a second. Alright. Just trying to make sure I'm not going ahead of myself here with where I need to be. Megatron vs. Frieza is go. No, Megatron vs. Frieza is go. Also, why did you start Rebels Cast in Season 4? It's good. Okay. Why did I start Rebels Cast in Season 4? Well, we tried to do a recording session after Deadpool vs. Pinkie Pie came out, just to kind of discuss that real quick. and it failed miserably. So I thought, why just start it? Why not just start at season 4? Just because. Burning Gundam versus Optimus? Yeah, that'd be cool. I've heard RX-782 requested as well. Me personally, I don't know squat about Gundam, so outside of the fact that Epion is freaking OP, the problem with bringing Optimus into Death Battle is that they'll probably only stick with the cartoon, and some things he's done in the comics, when they don't stretch out to the multiversal ridiculousness that he's actually done. If they do include that stuff, then he'll win against any of his possible opponents. I can't think of a single requested opponent that he would lose to if they include that. Just to put, yeah, they probably mentioned the Michael Bay movies, but they also probably crap on them because they hate them. Nick especially hates The Last Knight, which I thought it was good. It wasn't the best movie I've ever seen, but it was good. I thought it was good. They'll probably bring it up, show it on screen just to show off how cool the character is. They did it with Doomsday and for Batman v Superman. They did it with Batman and Robin with Batman, both times. No, they'll stick with G1 Optimus for actual what he can actually do. They won't take every single incarnation of Optimus and throw that in. That would be extremely convoluted because because they're different Transformers, they're different universes. But the comic book ones, they're at least similar to the G1 cartoon. The problem is one of the rules they set is that what was it? They'll include non-canon material if it doesn't contradict what the character can actually do. They did that that rule applied with Bane in Bane vs. Venom. Bane had this one feat in the Injustice comics where he held back Doomsday while Superman was beating the tar out of him. The problem is he's never shown capable of doing that in the actual canon comics, so they didn't include it. But then they found a scan of Bane getting the snot beat out of Batman with Superman's powers. Oh, well then maybe the Doomsday thing is actually legit. But then you realize that Batman has beat Bane without the need of those powers, so kind of outliers. So no, I don't think they'd include any of the multiversal stuff that Optimus has done, so he still has a chance to lose. So that's really why I'm really stretching to find an opponent for Optimus that he can actually beat, because if they do include the comic book feats, then there's no, I could suggest any one. There are so many good possibilities for Optimus. Here, I'll put comic book Optimus into perspective, okay? I'll let someone in the I'm gonna hint at some source, and someone in the comments or someone on Discord better know, if they guess what I'm kind of hinting at, then I'll reveal what it is. All right? Do you remember that really awesome, I haven't seen it, anime? Anyone? You know the one with the giant robots and sunglasses and lasers shooting everywhere. No one? No one's gonna get it? What? No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys say it. Someone has better has to get it. Well, better has to get it. My grammar is excellent, by the way. I haven't seen it, so I can't give a full on description, but It was like some like it was like a giant robot, kind of like Voltron, or whatever, but massively bigger and massively more powerful. It was like neon blue, or like neon sky blue. It could shoot lasers. It was weird. I can't describe it. I haven't seen the anime. Okay, I'll give you guys a hint in case if anyone in the comment section watches the Death Battle cast, Torian's first ever punch of the week. The anime featured there is what I'm talking about. I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to say what it is. Alright, let's see where I'm at. Alright, still on Go Hungry Superboy. Okay, you played Shovel Knight yet? Nope. Sorry. I really want to, though. Also, someone else had a question. Which cartoon do you not like from Nickelodeon, and what is your favorite movie of 2017? A cartoon on Nickelodeon that I don't like. A couple of years ago, there was Fanboy and Chum Chum. That show was cringeworthy. Nowadays, I feel like Fairly Odd Parents has kind of lost its touch. I enjoyed it when I was young, and after a while, it was kind of like, meh, kind of boring. Favorite 2017 movie? Okay, that's hard. I don't remember all the movies I've seen. Here, I'm gonna take a break from podcast editing. I'll look up movies that came out this year and see which ones I've seen. Thoughts on SpongeBob? It's meh. Like, it's been going on too long. Like, it's only fun to watch for nostalgic purposes. It's not really fun to watch as a show anymore. The ones I can think of off the top of my head are, yeah. Just hold on, alright? I'm looking it up. 2017 movies. Through the glorious power of Wikipedia. Let's see. I'm going in order, so, of like when they were released. So, they made a Sword Art Online movie? Okay. Alright. Not gonna say a thing. Power Rangers. I did see Power Rangers. That was good. I have not seen The Fate of the Furious, despite the fact that I really want to. I did see Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That was awesome. Still prefer the first one, but whatever. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man Tell No Tales. I saw that. It was okay. Saw Wonder Woman. It was really good. Saw Cars 3. It was meh. Transformers Last Night. It was really good. And yeah. Okay. It's kind of a three-way tie between Transformers, Wonder Woman, and Guardians of the Galaxy. So there's the answer to that question from 5 minutes ago. Alright. Back to editing. I mean, since I'm editing for Brubba's Cast, how about you guys ask me some questions about that? It's like, what do I think? What's my favorite episode, or what's my least favorite episode, or what's the most fun I had recording? What's the most fun I had editing? I don't know. Ask me anything. What other guests are you planning to have on? Well, okay. So Torian's next battle, which is actually the battle after Renamon versus Lucario, it's been very contested as to what it's going to be. And one of my predictions is a matchup that a friend of mine on YouTube, and he has his own Twitter that I check out. But I don't have a Twitter, so I can't communicate with him. It's his most wanted fight. So if it's that, or if it involves a Ruby character, we're going to invite him. I don't know. I'm not really planning on having, I don't really plan on having any guests because this is because this is 100% a professional podcast, and I triple check everything. No, I don't. So they really just come along before, like a few days before we start recording. What was your favorite and least favorite episode to listen to or record? Favorite episode to listen to is probably episode 6, when we talked about our favorite fights, our least favorite fights, and fights we want to see. And it was really fun to edit too. All those thumbnails you saw for our most wanted fights, I made them. I made all of them. The only thumbnail I didn't make for most wanted fights is episode 7, when we had Richard on. He said his most wanted fight was Samurai Jack vs. Afro Samurai. I didn't make that thumbnail. Because I don't like making a thumbnail for Samurai Jack vs. Afro Samurai, because there are no good renders for either of the two. It's dumb. How these guys who actually make them manage to get good renders for the characters is actually very impressive in my eyes. But all the thumbnails of fights that haven't happened, except for the ones you're going to see here, and with a bunch of them on Sub-Zero versus Glacius, in the episode I'm talking about, I made them. Alright, least favorite episode to listen to? I guess I would say say probably episode 2 when we discussed our top 14 list, because it was basically just me, David, and Josh being random and somewhat talking a little negative, and kind of arguing with each other on why did you put this episode here, or why did you put this episode on this spot, or why did Josh put Hulk versus Doomsday at number 4, because he did, or why did Josh put Zorro versus Urza at number, I don't remember what it was, but it was bottom tier, it was below the top 10, which was really weird. It's because of him how low this was. So anything about that list you didn't like is probably Josh's fault. Don't actually blame him. He's fine. Favorite episode to record? The one we invited Richard on, when we talked about Android 18 versus Captain Marvel, because as much of a pain it was to edit that, it was a unique experience inviting guests on. We haven't done that. Like, we did that. We've been alone for 6 episodes. Least favorite episode to record? Definitely episode 3, because my charger was a piece of crap and kept being stupid and eventually gave out. But I have a new one now, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. I've never really had a bad time recording. Like, all the recordings we've done were really fun. We wouldn't be doing them if they weren't. But we've had some bad times during recording sessions. Are you going to do a list on Season 4 episodes on Brogos Cast? Those will probably be separate videos and not be combined. Because we all have very different opinions on what we think about these episodes. I mean, I don't know. Maybe for this season, our opinions on these matchups will align, but I don't know. And that's not the only reason. Like, another reason is just because it was a good idea, and I'm glad we did it, but I don't intend to do it again. So, if you guys want to see us do it again, let us know. But one thing I'm thinking of, I didn't talk about this with David and Josh, but I thought about setting up a an email account where all 3 of us have access to it, and you guys can email us questions or fight suggestions. I thought about doing that, but I don't know how that would work. I don't know how to set up emails, and I don't think David and Josh do either. Favorite most wanted episode of Arcade Zone? I think you meet Arcade Mode by Mighty Raccoon. I have severely started to lose interest in that show. Because their last few episodes have been kind of meh or not good. Deathstroke vs. Wolverine was freaking amazing when I first saw it. I was sad Deathstroke lost, but I knew he was going to. Now it's just kind of, it's okay, it's good, it's well animated, and it's very brutal, but it's not the greatest animation I've ever seen. Deadpool versus Dante was funny. It was well animated. And Deadpool's voice acting and character were represented phenomenally. The problem is Dante's wasn't. Dante was portrayed awfully, both voice-wise and personality-wise. And he definitely shouldn't have lost, but he did. It's funny how recently arcade mode has done fights where popularity goes against what could actually happen. What would actually happen. And those ones have been getting... The ones that I don't consider are accurate have gotten alternate endings. Every single one of them. So... yeah, Saitama versus Superman had a matchup that I care very little for. Was like it was one-sided as crap in favor of Saitama. Superman's voice actor wasn't very good. The animation was a downstep, so that's probably my least favorite episode. Nah, there's one more. Jin vs. Ryu was really good. It could have been animated a little bit better. Ryu's model was a bit off. I think they went evil forms too early. And Ryu lost, despite the fact that I didn't want him to. But that's really my only complaints about that fight. It was pretty good. It's probably my favorite one. So that answers that question. I don't really have a most wanted one, because I don't care. Hi. Let's see. What was after Jin v. Ryu? Oh yeah, it was Hulk v. Kratos. Hulk v. Kratos was bad. I did not like it. That's an unpopular opinion, but it is an opinion I have. My only praises with it are that the animation was phenomenal. And the models were great. And Hulk's voice actor, yes, Hulk had a voice actor apparently. I noticed that myself. Was phenomenal. Phenomenal. That's a word, okay? Everything else about that fight was really freaking bad. Kratos' voice actor wasn't good. Thor's voice actor wasn't good. Hulk should not have lost. It made me so mad. And what's even worse, I know it doesn't have research, but oh my gosh, like what makes me mad about it, even despite the fact that it doesn't have research, is that that arcade mode has showed me that that popularity, that in terms of what the audience thinks, Hulk loses to Kratos and Broly, but he beats Doomsday. That does not make any sense to me, because Doomsday would solo both Kratos and Broly. And even in the death battle, which I 100% agree with, by the way, Hulk lost to Doomsday, so just to give you an idea. But it was close, so I wouldn't say he solos all three of them. Although he might actually be able to. Ah, crap. Oh, why did I do that? Wait, Z-Dog, what was that? Oh yeah, and another arcade mode, Batman vs. Iron Man, was not good. Batman was completely out of character. Batman's character didn't get respect. Iron Man's fighting skills didn't get respect. Batman was dominating the whole fight. And the ending left me super salty, just to give you guys an idea of how mad and just to give you an idea of how much I don't like that episode. And then Flash vs. Spider-Man was done as a complete and total joke. You're going to see Transformers 6 and Bumblebee the movie. Probably. Yeah. I saw the question before, I didn't answer it, sorry. Someone said he wishes Kratos beat Broly, and I joked around saying, yeah, I wish he beat Kara too as a joke. Oh, okay. Batman vs. Iron Man was a heaping pile of trash, but it was better than Spidey vs. Flash. Now, Spidey vs. Flash was funny when I first saw it, because it's finally 100% accurate to what would actually happen, but I can see why you wouldn't like it. The animation was okay. Both Flash and Spidey's voice actors were good. But it was a non-fight. Well, it was supposed to be a joke. Come on. That's a little unfair, but whatever. It was the whole intention was to be a joke. Would Flash versus Yoda make a good DBX? No, because Flash speed blitzes him with the stupidest of ease. I know it's DBX, but still, it wouldn't be an entertaining fight. Jokes can have good animation. This one did have good animation, alright? Don't disrespect Mighty Raccoon. Alright, I have a question for all of you guys. Like, you can debate between each other on which one you guys don't have to agree with each other, but hey, guys, I have a question for you. What's your favorite, what's your favorite, Death Battle of Season 4? Go. Scrooge vs. Shovel. Okay. Nope. Alright. Somebody Zero versus Metal Sonic or Scrooge vs. Shovel Knight, Power Rangers versus Voltron, and Laura versus Nathan. Venom versus Bane. I didn't expect anyone to say that. Unless you were kidding. I have words about Scrooge versus Shovel Knight that I don't want to go into because that's not what this stream is about. And I just clicked a link that I didn't want to. Stop. I agree with Knuckles on Megazord versus Voltron though. And in terms of saying it out loud, I refuse to call it Power Rangers versus Voltron or Power Rangers versus Voltron Force. I'll say it when I'm not saying it out loud, but when I'm saying it out loud, I just call it Megazord versus Voltron. Master Chief's a better character than Arbiter. Okay, you know what? It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'll probably do a little bit more editing off stream. And I probably won't do more, like, this is probably gonna be the last podcast editing stream. Unless I decide to do one tomorrow and Friday. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to get this 1 minute melee discussion out of the way. I just got a bunch of Discord notifications and I have no idea what they are. So I'm going to go check out Discord real quick. I'll end the stream once I finish. Check out what's going on. Anyways, yeah. This is probably, I'm gonna finish the 1 minute melee discussion off stream. Probably, finish off the editing process on stream. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Holy crap, what the heck happened? Oh, you'd rather not do that? You'd rather not have an email? Okay. Okay, you know what? Alright, that's enough. I'm not even gonna say what happened. You know what you did, person on Facebook. Not Facebook. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Person on Discord. You can get rid of that right now. You know what? Because of that, I'm going to reveal who you are. Screw you guys. You know what you did. You know what you did. Piece of crap. Alright, I'm out of here. I almost hate you. I almost hate you right now. I almost hate you right now, David. Alright. Forget this crap. I'm out. See ya. I did not end the stream. My dad pays at 10%. Let's